you've heard of it. It's just one of those races that's a huge race. Like you hear about the Boston Marathon. Leadville was in that category for me.
I don't know what's realistic or not for me, but I would love to finish the Leadville 100 in under 9 hours.
It's cliche enough to say, but if you don't enjoy the journey, you will not enjoy the race. And you will not enjoy the after race, you won't enjoy any of that. There's so many hours that you don't see.
The first person that I knew that did the Leadville 100, the first thing she said was that she never wanted to ride a mountain bike again. Why would I ever do that race? I love riding mountain bikes. And then over the past couple years, I've started to get more into endurance racing. This is a really iconic and kind of classic endurance race, and it'll be a really good accomplishment personally. When I moved back to Idaho is when I decided I really want to try racing. I started with the cyclocross season in the fall. That following summer and spring, I did some road racing. I would say that my training is pretty unique compared to other bike racers. In the winter, I'm working on the mountain on ski patrol. Once the ski season ends and I transition to being on my bike, for the first several months, I'm really focused on gaining endurance, which is getting as many hours as I can.
Started on a dirt road, just getting my training wheels stuck in a mud puddle. I think that's the earliest memory I have of a bicycle. My name is Charlie Hagen. I am a full-time mechanical engineer and part-time bike racer. I currently live in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Leadville 100 was always in the back of my mind as a bucket list sort of, I should participate in that as a cyclist. I think that'd be a fun experience. Somebody can ride their mountain bike 100 miles, starting at 10,000 feet in elevation and going to 12,500 feet, and they do it in a day. Never gonna happen. Like, it wasn't even on my radar as a kid. Like, that was just blew my mind, is that was something you could do. For me, it was kind of the culmination of the first Latoja race. I didn't know cycling at all. It's like, all right, if I'm doing Latoja, I gotta ride 2,000 miles. So that's the number I picked. If I can ride 2,000 miles, I can ride 200. Somewhere along the way, I realized that the discipline required, the commitment to training was very sympathetic with my personality, and that's when it clicked. A love affair with cycling in a way that I did not anticipate.
In my training for Leadville, the mental aspect has kind of been one of the bigger focuses. I know that my body can handle riding Leadville, and it's more just my brain telling myself that I'm not capable. Even in shorter rides, I try to just think about where my mind is at. That aspect of my training has grown a lot.
That is the art in itself right there, is the ability to squirrel away as many hours and training exercises as you can. That's it. You're coming into a performance. You've got a date circled, you show up, you toe the line, and you perform. To put it succinctly, that the competition starts with the training. Can you push yourself? Can you achieve your goals? If you hit your training marks, if you hit the fitness you wanted to, if you can make the bike perform to its abilities, the race itself is a victory lap. You just have to show up and enjoy the ride. That to me is the zenith of the training, when you get to that point to enjoy your race day. T-6. I feel really good, actually. Legs feel great, lungs feel good. Bike's riding really, really well. Really excited to put it all together here in a week and see what happens. It's such an event.
I feel good, man. I feel really good, actually. I'm starting to feel it. Legs will keep asking me, like, is this the ride? Did we get to go yet? Did we get to go? And it's tomorrow. It's coming. I'm pumped. How we doing?
Hey, good.
Good. Charlie Hagen, 1071.
1071?
1071.
Right. First time, Charlie?
First time.
First time, nice.
Yeah. All
Here's
right.
your number.
Okay.
Inside's also a couple of twist ties attached to your bike. Swag bag's over there.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have a good one. Cheers. I get to ride my bike for 100 miles a mile. Lucky me.
I've definitely played out the outcomes in my head. I think that the only reason I wouldn't finish is if I get sick somehow from altitude. Having to finish in a lot longer than I'm hoping be a test of my mental toughness.
Schedule for tomorrow is get up way too early, make a couple of PB&Js, top off the heat bottles, check the tire pressure on the bike, kit up, and then we're gonna head up to the corrals. Try and get to the race about an hour before it starts, and then corral up and just wait for the shotgun to go off. So that'll be 6:30, so can't come sooner than now.
Leadville family, it's gonna be an awesome day. We want you to remember, number one, you're better than you think you are. You can do more than you think you can. Be safe out there. Godspeed. We'll be waiting for you at the finish line.
All right, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, remember your promise. Dig deep, and I commit, I won't quit. All right, go get 'em.
The first thing your legs want to do when you get the green light is go as fast as they can. And that's critical to rein in the first quarter of the race. You start at 10,000 feet, 25 miles in, you're going to hit 11,000 feet. You come back down, going to go back up. So at that point, it's tapering the ambition of fresh legs against the knowledge of a 100-mile race in 12,500 vertical feet.
It's a totally different game riding 100 miles on your own versus riding 100 miles with 1,600 other people on the course with you, and you're like battling for lines and trying to get ahead and then getting fast back, and it's just a crazy mental game.
first 25 miles of Leadville are not where you're going to win the race, but the first 25 miles of Leadville, you could lose the race. Kind of looked around and you take stock, and there's about 50 guys that kind of nodded, okay, we're more a 7-8 hour crew. Let's make this happen.
I think that the toughest thing for me in these races is that I don't relax at all. I'm like, okay, this is what I need to do right now. I need to pedal a little bit faster, or I need to eat, or I need to pass this person, and then I need to pass this next person. There were definitely some times in about the middle of the race, between 60 and 80 miles, where I wanted to quit, but I didn't really have any way to, so I just kept going.
There's one last turn before the finishing gallery at Leadville, and it is a slight downhill before the last uphill on the red carpet. And I had a volunteer shout at me and confirm that I had a chance at sub 8. And that was an incredible realization that, goal achieved at that point.
You crest this one last pavement climb that's a road in Leadville to the finish, and then you can see everybody and you can see the finish coming up, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm finally here. You decided to do it, and you wanted to do it, but the whole time you're out there, you're kind of questioning why you ever wanted to do it, and then you finish, and it's like this euphoric feeling because you accomplished something that you never physically or mentally thought that you could accomplish.
It's amazing. I mean, it's absolutely spectacular race. Like we were talking about earlier, type 2 fun for 8 hours, and now it's gonna hit me in about 20 minutes. It's gonna be good. You go to dark places and you go to really good places. That race, you earn it. Anyone that crosses that finish line earns that one. That hurts.